Welcome to our show Heavy Talk. Why do we fear death? My name is Farah Mejaban, your host, joining with my little sister Salwa Marhin, and of course, this is your fantastic channel ICM Bangladesh. Salwa, you know the autocrats are always afraid of death because they don't know when their time's over, and that's why they torture much to cling to power. But why we, the general people, are scared of death? Don't we know death is inevitable and everything except the Almighty God?
Well, death remains the ultimate unknown because no one in human history has survived it to tell us what really happens after we take our last breath. But in general, the fear of death can actually prove healthy for human beings. When we have a fear of dying, we often act more carefully and take appropriate precautions to minimize risks, such as wearing seatbelts or bike helmets. But the tyrants think death is an end of life and a moment of everlasting separation of man with his or her life. They believe that with death, the compounded substances of the body suffer a breakdown and return to nature, and man too is nothing except this very broken down body. Hence, with death, everything ends with no hope remaining.
Well, is it like fear of loss of control?
Of course, but what's the philosophy of death? Why is it that man is created and then after a certain period of time in which he lives in this world departs from it?
If death is total annihilation and man after death becomes totally non-existent, this question is propounded with greater seriousness, meaning that according to this assumption, the probability of the creation of man being futile and life being vain and empty increases. But in the event that we do not consider death to be transferred or renewed birth, still the question arises and seeks its answer as to why exactly do we come into the world and why exactly do we get transferred from it.
Who created death and life that he may try you? Which of you is best in deeds, and he is mighty and forgiving?
That's all for today. Thanks for watching.